go through a few exercises that you can do before you play golf, before you warm up, before you go to the practice ground. But just nice ways to loosen the body. So start off by reaching the arms up, interlocking the fingers. Just have a nice lean to one side, get a really stretch down the side. Leaning over to the other side, coming back, arms down. Then we're going to mobilise the spine, so we drop the chin to the chest. We curl the head down towards the ground, the knees are soft, dependent on how tight your hamstrings and spine are, depends on how far you can go down. We go down as far as we can, then we get the hands onto the mat. We walk forward, we come into a high plank, hands underneath shoulders, pull the belly button in, just slightly around the top of the back, feel we're starting to activate the core. Then walk the hands back, and then we're going to re-stack the spine, come back up to standing. Reach one arm up and over, so we're stretching the side again. Bringing that back down, stretching over the other side, coming back down, rolling the spine, walking the hands forward again into a high plank, pulling that navel in, push through the heels, lengthen the crown of the head of the way, pull the belly button in, feel we're activating the core, walk the hands back, and then slowly restack the spine. And then we're going to add on to this, so we're going to tumble down. Again, just mobilising the spine. Feel you moving the vertebra one at a time. Walk the hands forward, and we're going to come into a bit of a downward dog, upside down V. So we're trying to push the chest through the arms. The heels will be quite raised. And then we're going to bend the knees, so we're releasing into the ankles a little bit. And then I'm going to take my right foot and step it towards my right hand. And then stretching out here. So the left leg we want nice and straight, push through the heel. If you need to, if the foot doesn't quite come here, then you can use the hand to bring it towards the front of the mat. And then we're going to rotate, reach the right arm up, palm facing away from you, so we're really opening the shoulders, opening the chest. Release that hand back down, step back, bend the knees, a bent knee downward dog. Take the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Again, pushing through that right leg to really stabilise this leg, lengthening it. Raise the left arm up. Nice stretch, opening at the front of the chest. Opening the shoulders. Making sure the hands underneath the shoulder as well, the hand that's on the floor, so we're protecting the shoulder. Hand back down on the mat. Step back. Come back into a downward dog. We'll just release the calves a little bit. Drop one heel towards the mat. Push it down towards the ground. Lift that foot up, let the other heel drop down. Do a couple more from one side to the other. And then let's do those loaded lunges again. So bending the knees in downward dog. Right foot to right hand. Twist. Bring it back. Step back. Bend the knees. Left foot to left hand. Twist. Bring it back. Back into downward dog, another nice stretch. And then again, walk the hands back towards the feet. Keep the knees soft, belly on the thighs, and we're just going to dangle here for a moment. Let go of the head and neck, feel all the tension coming out of the crown of the head down towards the ground. And then slowly come back up to stand. And then, I forgot to say, grab a golf club. So, hands are nice and wide on the golf club. We're just going to reach the arm up and over. A little bit of shoulder mobilisation. Just loosening the shoulders. And then we're going to come to kneel. So we're going to drop our left knee on the ground. Right knee's bent. Make sure that the knee's at 90 degrees, so the spine's nice and upright. Club in the hand. We're going to rotate towards the right knee. So I'm going to turn, keeping the lower body as still as we can. Come back to centre. And then I'm going to lean towards the right, so I'm getting a stretch all the way up the left side. Feel that you're pushing the left hip forward to really get into that hip flexor. Come back up. Let's rotate again. Looking behind us to really get that rotation going. Coming back. Lean over to the right side. Rotate. Let's do one more. Lean, rotate, and then we swap sides. Left knee, right knee's on the floor. Reach up. We rotate. Come back. Lean towards the left. Get that stretcher down the right side. Rotate. Lean. Couple more. Rotate. Lean. One more. Rotate. And lean. Then we put the club down. We're going to release into the inner thighs and also into our thoracics, into our shoulders. So we're going to, big toes are together, knees are as wide as you can get them. I'm going to start with my left elbow on the ground. So the elbow's underneath my shoulder. My right arm, I'm reaching it out to the right. I'm on my fingertips. My bottom's quite low towards my heels. I'm going to keep my lower body nice and still. And I'm going to rotate, so I'm going to reach up and I'm trying to look up towards the hand that I do, as I do, but keep the spine nice and straight. Bring it back down. Reaching up and down. So you should feel the rotation. 3, there might be some tightness at the front of the chest as well. Feel the shoulders. 4. Let's do 2 more. 5. 1 more, and 6. Then other side, right elbow underneath right shoulder, reach the left arm away, really lengthen that away. And again, we do the same on this side. Let's reach up, lower down, 1. 2, keep the arm lovely and straight. 3, and really see if we can feel some opening at the front of the body, the chest, so kind of around the armpit. Also feel the thoracics, getting a little bit of rotation. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. And then release. Let's just bring the knees a little bit closer in together. Sink the heels down, come into a child's pose, so we're just going to allow the body to lengthen here. And then we're going to come up onto all fours and do another rotation. This time I've got my left hand, my fingertips by the temples. Again, I'm keeping my hips still, and I'm just taking the left elbow down towards the right arm and reaching it up. So this will, you'll feel this slightly differently to the other one. But getting the rotation and also being able to move the upper body while keeping the lower body still is obviously such a key part. Let's do 1 more on this side. And then the other side. Right fingertips on the temples. Lower the elbow towards the forearm. Raise it up. And hopefully my hips are staying quite still. And I'm really trying to focus the rotation towards the top of the back, kind of top middle of the back. Let's do another couple. 1 more. And then just release it down. We can just release the spine a little bit by doing a few what we call cat-cow. So we hollow the spine, lift the chin up, arch the spine, drop the back. And this is a really nice thing to do, both before you tee off, but afterwards, if you often find that your lower back gets quite tight, then doing this exercise can just help to mobilise the vertebrae a little bit and keep it nice and loose. And then we're going to finish by doing a little bit of core work. So we want to really focus on keeping this core stable in a good position. We don't really want to do crunches. We're not trying to encourage the body to curve. So we're going to come back to our high plank position. So turn the toes under, body's in a nice straight line. You might want to take the feet slightly wider to give you a bit more stability. And then we're going to take one hand, tap the opposite shoulder, take it back down, and the other side. So we're just going from one side to the other, trying to keep the body as still as you can. as we tap either shoulder. Let's just do 2 more. Well done, and release. And then we're going to lie down on our backs. Last couple, because I did say this was 10 minutes, it's probably slightly longer. So heels are nice and close to the bottom. We'll do some bridges. This is also good for not only opening the front of the body, but for activating the glutes. So let's lift the hips up. Really squeeze the bum as you lift the hips up, and you can take the toes off the floor to really feel we're activating into the posterior chain a little bit more. Lower down. Lift up and squeeze. Push the hips up as high as you can. Lower down. Lifting up, trying to keep the thighs parallel. Don't let the knees open out too much. 2 more. 1 more. And then it's just hold it here, pushing it up as high as you can. And then lowering down, bring the knees up over the chest, and finish with another twist. Can't twist too much when you do a rotational sport. So let's drop the knees over to the right side, looking down the left arm, the palms will face up, so we're continuing to open into the chest. Get a nice stretch down the side of the body. Take a couple of breaths here. Coming back to centre, take the knees over to the other side, have a nice stretch down this side. Coming back to centre, give the knees a little bit of a hug. And then come up to sitting. There you go. There's a few ideas for you to do before you tee off, before you warm up in the gym. There's warm-ups that can be done before you do a workout, but it's just good to mobilise the body. And even if you don't play golf, they're really good because our body still needs to move. Thank you very much. If you want to see more videos, then either check out my YouTube page or go onto Instagram where there'll be more reels that I'll be posting. Thanks.